everyone, being a fine figure here, and we are quickly gonna jump in here and unbox the new version that we've got of Cyborg from McFarlane's DC Multiverse. It is a much scaled version as opposed to the big collector build or build-a-figure that we got with the Flashpoint version, and it's more accurate actually. I do like the bigger version. It looks like a towering deluxe figure, but this actually will fit a lot better with a lot of you Justice League and a lot of you collectors out there, or Teen Titans, or wherever you want to put it. So we're going to quickly get this figure out of the box, and I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the packaging, we will quickly go over what it brings. It doesn't really bring a lot of accessories except for a big cannon, but it does bring the McFarlane stand, which it looks like it's faded. Doesn't really look solid black like they normally do. And of course, it comes with the data file or trading card. A nice little image of Victor Stone there, aka Cyborg. And here it's interesting that they, the way they word this little blog here was the pre-Flashpoint incarnation of Vic Stone. So I guess this is from the same storyline, I guess, before the Flash went out and messed everything up. Who knows? I am not digging this weapon. It just looks huge. I prefer the Canon red, like that big version that they could have done a smaller version for it from the Flashpoint one. It was actually pretty good. This just looks like it's meant to be held instead of actually, it doesn't have a peg or something. So I guess he just removed the hand and just shoved the whole hand up there. But yeah, it just seems to be a lot big for him in a way. I like the details on it. But for the figure itself, it's just, I don't know, it just looks weird. Again, it's something that is probably meant to be held. It kind of looks like, oh, I've seen this before. It feels like I've seen this before somewhere. I just can't remember where. I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it before the video's up and figure it out. I don't know. It looks like maybe that the John Stewart weapons from the Green Lantern version. Yeah, it looks like that. But yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. You know, I mean, again, all the details and stuff they did to it and all the knobs and stuff looks great. The shading on it looks great, but you know, I guess for the figure, it just looks way too big. Feels like once I put it on, he's gonna tip over. But anyway, that all it comes with. Oh, it's actually hard plastic. So other than that, didn't bring any other hands, anything else. And again, it's just the basic Cyborg, which I know I've been waiting for a version like this. Again, I do like the big version, the big Build-A-Figure, but this one will fit a lot better with Justice League or Teen Titans that I said before, and a lot of people. And then you got that simple logo and doesn't have that big C on the chest. And again, I know the Flash Paradox, that whole storyline, he was bigger in that whole storyline, but it was just way too big for normal settings, if you want to put it on a shelf somewhere. But as far as the details on this, it's actually pretty good. The head sculpt looks really good. He's got the eye there colored in red with the white. He's got the nice serious tone. It doesn't look spaced out. He's got the tight haircut there on the side. And then again, the deco and the details on the mask, on the, kind of scratch a little there. It looks pretty good. Then you go in here and you got all this little mechanics and stuff like that. Looks really good. Shoulder pads, I don't remember if he actually had any. Probably he did. But it looks pretty good. And I've seen this before also. Was this a Brainiac body? Yeah, it is the Brainiac from the Page Puncher. Which it wasn't a bad. It looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. They did a good job as far as the painting on it. They've added something. I wish they would have put red also on these joints to cover them up. On these pins here would have been great. He does have a lot of shading on it. It's almost like worn or something. See that? That actually looks good. That deco they did there. The ball joints, I wish they would have done, just silver them up. It would have looked good. They just stand out. No cover piece or anything. Same thing with the joints on the wrist. That just looks terrible. But the figure itself, man, yeah, that really stands out. That's terrible. And they're all small too. Other than that, everything else on this figure looks really good. Again, it has good mobility, just like the Not so much to the front, but the head sculpt, no, you ain't gonna get much to the back, but he does look down pretty good. But yeah, this is the actual Brainiac from the is that Injustice Brainiac from the Page Puncher version. And again, oh, man, the weapon, man, they could have done much better. I mean, how the hell are we gonna hold this in here? Doesn't really, do you have to leave the hand in there? Yeah, it doesn't really. Maybe I'm just gonna have to leave the hand. There's no alternate hands. No, that's not a good idea. Oh no, I'm gonna get this out. Oh, that's terrible. There we go. But yeah, there's you can't really, doesn't really have anything to hold it onto. Man, this is terrible. Yeah, I guess he's gonna have to hold it in his hands. Yeah, not even with the hand in there. Stays in place. So, oh, great. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, got it out. Terrible use of a weapon. No peg, no nothing to hold it in place. It doesn't really go in much. You're not able to do anything with it. So that is a bum. So yeah, now I'm glad that the Build-A-Figure actually had the attached weapon on it. Yeah, that's what they should have done. They should have just put the attached weapon on it. Because now you have a weapon that you can't really use. And you just gotta, yeah, kind of defeats the purpose because his hands turn into the weapon. But anyway, yeah, other than that, the figure looks great. You know, you can just pose it in a way with the holding the weapon up in the air. So it looks like he has something, you guys out there. Other than that, it's a waste. That was a waste of weapon. No extra fist or anything. So other than that, paint's all chipping out. I guess from me scraping it. Yeah, again, the figure looks really good. They did a good job with this repaint. I'm loving the head sculpt. Again, the articulation, yeah, McFarlane's got the spacers inside there. The shoulder pads doesn't really hurt that much. You can get some nice movement. It does go around in a way. You can kick up, not much to the back. Double jointed, knees and elbows. You do have the thigh, does it? Yeah, kinda. Doesn't really, yeah. No, it doesn't really do much. On the bicep swivel. Doesn't have a boot cut, and it doesn't have a thigh cut. But of course, you got that ball weird joint, that old school that McFarlane just doesn't seem to want to get rid of. But I guess you can mask them behind some of the other members of the league and post them on your shelf. But yeah, very disappointed in the weapon, but the figure, for all intents and purposes, will fit a void. So, but yeah, and that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this quick recap. I mean, he looked good kind of in the box, but I knew there might be something. The weapon would just look too big. So, yeah, so far the Flashpoint version actually stands up a little bit better, even though it is huge. But again, this will fit really good with the Teen Titans. And if you could live without this, all power to it. You really don't need it. It's not like you can hold it in place or anything like that. But that'll be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this quick rambling video. And as always, thank you for your support. Continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. I will see you later.